What's happening, y'all? What's happening? It's your main man, Killer B, the goddamn What's Fine the General. Got a witch, burn their asses up. Yup, that's what we doing. Let's put in. All right, Neggy, I see your text. Y'all see the video I just put up this morning. I want to see. And I got more coming. I got another one coming right back that's going to tie in right with that. And y'all going to see it all laid out before you. These motherfuckers stupid in a motherfucker. and what's good about it? They all talking because they can't help from saying something because they want to shine. They want people to look at them. But at the same time, that's why y'all think why the penitentiary is filled up with a bunch of niggas. Why is the penitentiary filled up with black people? Because we don't know how to we stupid. We dumb. Because we sit there just running their mouth. All these niggas know they guilty of this shit. But they steady running their mouth. And when they run their mouth, they tell it all. Why they think they telling on somebody else, they telling on themselves. That's just like when the feds come get your ass and shit. The motherfuckers already got you. Go ahead. You still say so. Oh, what'd you say? They already got you and shit because you done ran your motherfucking mouth. Talking. This shit crazy, yo. These niggas is dumb as fuck, yo. These niggas is really fucking dumb, like on some real shit. And you got the ones that you would never think of running their mouth and making themselves accomplices to this shit. This shit is crazy. And it's showing the character and all that shit, man. This shit crazy. It's fucking unreal. It's unreal. What's the latest? Solar Mind thing. And oh shit, I forgot to watch the T-Duck stream this morning. That's what I was supposed to do before I stream today. But it's all good. Hopefully T-Duck come on up in here. I got somebody in the back. That's Neggy. Screen. What up, Neggy?
How you doing? Not a whole lot. I'm just gonna upload a video, so we'll get on that. It's I'm gonna do it while I'm talking to you, so I can do two things at once.
Right on. So that was a good little short video I put up this morning, right?
Yeah. It's a good video, but I don't. One thing I hate is the topic.
Yeah, I get you.
But one thing that I gotta say is I made a video briefly to just say that I'm putting a topic on hold. So as far as Macumba goes, until I find something interesting, I'm not gonna make videos on it. I'll just move on to the next topic.
Yeah,
but it's just I do that a lot. So
yeah, I feel you. I sent you something. I don't know if you got it. I sent through the Facebook thing. I couldn't send it through the Instagram for some weird reason. But it was a book on the Umbanda and its origins. Like
I'll definitely check that out. One of the things that made me go, I don't really want to do this, is it was Umbanda, because Umbanda has spiritist practices in it. If you know anything about spiritism, it's kind of a stupid thing, because ultimately I know it came from two girls making noises with their fingers.
Actually, it's separate. It's two separate instances. The one is with the two girls, and the thing with Alan Kardec is separate from that.
Okay, but I mean,
that's what I've seen.
What I saw made me go, I think I'll wait until I have something better to talk about. So I made a video just to say that I'm, letting that topic, rest for a while.
Yeah,
because there's a whole bunch to talk about with Shinto, so I'm gonna make videos on that.
What I sent you is gonna give you some fuel for when you're ready, because what you just said, that was the paper I sent you, the research paper I sent you is about the origins of it, and how people say it has African origins, and then there's people that said it have esoteric origins.
Yeah, I've heard of that. There's actually there's like a group that tries to make it more into like a Freemasonic thing.
Right. So it's mostly the work from Alan Kardec from
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
gather. And there's, you know, a lot of those religions in those regions are all hybridized and stuff. Like
yeah.
they take a little bit from something, and it depends on
It's a
the
big
social
mix
thing.
up. Yeah, it's a big mix up, and they mix things, and they do a lot of. It's called syncretism.
Right.
I'm very familiar with it, so I'm
And
gonna.
they also used it that religion too to help with like racial relations and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. They were trying to fix the relationships between white Brazilians and their African neighbors.
Right. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But yeah, I put up that video. I got another one coming. It's all from that pedophile supporter video. So I took clips from that in case people don't want to listen to the whole goddamn video. They
Mm-hmm.
got short versions of it. And what I showed is Sonetta incriminating himself, putting Polite in the mix with another 14-year-old girl, which is related to Sonetta, and also puts Sonetta's family members in the mix of it. Got this big ass mastiff puppy next to me. And also like puts them in it, calls out names, puts names in it of his family members and names of the girl who is now married to Polite. Suppose you know these nigga marriages and shit don't be real marriage, but it's sad. Then I got Polite saying so. This video is from years ago, like a long time ago, and he's saying that if he said if these people are making this claim, he was talking about Dr. York. He said, where are the parents? He said, if this stuff was going on and the parents knew it, why they never contacted the authorities? He said they should be put in jail too. He says that
Yeah,
out of his
yeah,
own.
that's very true. And parents have a responsibility to be careful, watch out for their children.
Yep. So they're part of the crime. So this was put out before the video I put up with sign editor making that statement. So, in other words, that means according to what, but that's one of the truest things I ever heard Polite say. Right? He was right about what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah, he was right.
Now, you fast forward to the day, the incident, the mother did do something. But when we back up a little bit to the other 14-year-old girl that's in his, well, she's not 14 anymore, but she's in the possession. She's one of Polite's female possessions. And why?
Possession, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna call it, because they're not really married. Like, you know what I'm saying? And these women are all brainwashed because she came on the scene with him at 14.
And
So
and and you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that Nexium cult.
Lexi, I don't think I heard that name. I
It's
don't.
there was this guy who got a bunch of women, and he was basically treating them in ways that were horrible. And
Yeah,
he it was a weird thing because he ended up going to prison, I think. You know, good ending, but a lot of bad things happened, so it
right,
was messed up. It was spelled Nxium. Pretty much white people stuff.
right. That's not the dude that had led the people in the desert and put them in the sweat house and they all died. The
No, no,
guy that,
no. That's a different guy. That was a different. He was like a wannabe motivational speaker, but
yeah,
this is something else. That's another case of someone using, I guess traditional techniques, but making them into a cult-like thing.
right. But
I mean,
yeah,
they're both cut from the same cloth. It's the same
I
thing.
found a video of well, it's a YouTube channel of this chick, and she's saying that how they have like what do you call those things? Like those pyramid scheme type groups and how they're like cults and how she escaped from one of those.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of different types of manipulative groups that will get your attention, get you to join, and then they hit you with all kinds of stuff.
Yep. Because I had a buddy of mine that used to work at the gas station, and he quit the gas station to join this thing. It was called Primerica, and what they did, they sold like insurance, and they did like the home equity thing, and he tried to get me to join with it. Right, I went to the meeting and stuff, and it was set up really just like a cult. Like when I look back on it, like we watched the movie, like you had to go, they put you in a room with all the people, right? And you see the movie like that they got, and how these people are making all this money from this, and they're going on trips, they're having conventions and retreats, they're going to Hawaii, they're going to all these places, and they put somebody over you to show you the ropes and stuff. And when you start doing it, you make the money, and a cut of what of your sales goes to the person that brung you in. So now your job is to bring more people in. And those people that you bring in, you get a cut of their money. And when they bring somebody in, you get a cut of their money and the people that they brung in money. And this dude, he drive around with big old Benzes and shit. Like he making mad bread. Like fuck with this shit. Like he's like a manager, like something like a region manager or something like that of it. But he getting money at that shit. But the way it's set up, you all your time is occupied around it. I could understand it because like when I was doing my importing thing, for me to make it successful when I was doing it is to cut everybody off. Like I stayed in the house, my face is glued to the screen, and if I go outside, go to the store, anybody talking to me, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm not talking about hey P. Oh shit, hold on a second. Got Sister P up there here. Wait, it ain't me. What you mean it ain't you? Oh, this is Sister P. Ain't nobody can imitate Sister P up in here. What's happening, P? Good to see you up in here. Yeah, that's Sister P with the greetings. See you with no apology. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm so happy and shit to be up in here. Oh shit, somebody look at the chat. Look at who coming up in here now. What else, Shamian?
What up, Killer B?
Yeah, you must be
What we talking about now?
You must be fell off your bed, bump your head and shit. I got you up out here.
Well,
Yeah.
it's good to have him on. How you doing, Shamayan?
I'm
What's
good,
up?
nigga.
It's good.
Yeah, you know.
I'm putting up a whole bunch of videos, so yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's get back to that polite thing. That's crazy. I mean, but you see it coming.
Yeah. It big came. Fucking coming. It came. It big came. And nobody did nothing. Nobody did nothing. Because like it wasn't, that it's strange though, because I never heard nobody else. Well, where I got that video, they brung it up. It had like low views, like you know what I'm saying. Nobody really watched it or something. But I took out like this valuable shit right here. So I took that motherfucking shit, right? So I use it in that pedophile video that I got. That shit only got like 200 and some views on it, and I'm like, well, goddamn. I'm like, yo, this is like one of the dopest videos I made, and like nobody watched it, and it was done 3 months ago. This is way before any of this polite arrest thing happened. Way before it. And the video itself was already mad years. That video was probably 5 years maybe before. Maybe about 5. I say going on 10 years, but it might not be that goddamn long. But it was a long ass time ago when that shit came out. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that's what I did. Oh yeah, or rebash the whole thing over? Yeah, I should. And what was said is so incriminating. I'm like, well, goddamn. I'm like, you talking about this man calling him Baby York, right? Saying that he Malachi York molesting kids and stuff. And then gonna say the kid is his family member and how he knew and how his sister knew and how his sister cousin knew and how the girl's sister knew. And he calling up motherfuckers out the air. And one of them he called up. They didn't get on the phone because they knew better. They not fucking stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? If anything happened, they part of it. That's just like somebody, kill somebody or some shit, right? But before they went and did it, they went and told you that they about to go do it. Your ass is in the mix of that shit because you didn't call the law. Just like if an accident happened, you see the accident happen. You wasn't in the accident, but you saw the accident happen and you didn't call the police. Like it was somebody got hit by a car. You saw it and you just kept walking. Your ass going down too, motherfucker. I know maybe not in certain states, but I know out here your ass going down too, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this shit. And I'm like, what's the character of these people? What kind of people are we dealing with? Now, I did a video on Polite before, not on Polite, Sonnet before. I forgot what the topic is. I'm going to go find that video. But I was listening to what he was saying and the way he spoke, he was speaking out of a mind of which you would see some of these young black kids that are 18, 22, like 25, something like that talk. I'm like, who the fuck raised you? I'm like, you're 50 something years old, nigga. I'm like, who raised you? Like, you might have been raised in the ghetto and shit. By the time you 50, you should be, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, nigga. Like, who raised you? You know what I'm saying? So it's you got to look at the character of these people and how they move. And like, I was talking to somebody the other night that was talking about people and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not fucking with them motherfuckers. Don't put me in the mix of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I already know who they are as a person. Just like when you go get a job, right? They can't discriminate you because of your race. They can't discriminate you because color of your skin, your hair color. Right now, they can't even do it with your hairstyle. I don't know if that's only in Connecticut or that's a federal law or something. I don't know, but in Connecticut, like you can have pink hair and they can't say shit about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they can't hire you because you got pink hair, but they cannot hire your ass if you got a motherfucking police record. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. So it's what you do. It's not like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna hire somebody. Okay, this motherfucker went to jail for robbing his employer and shit. You think I'm gonna hire this son of a bitch? No. It's not because he got pink hair. I'm not hiring. It's not because he black. I'm not hiring because the motherfucker a thief, and I don't want him stealing my motherfucking shit. He's been proven a thief. Proven. He was convicted. You know what I'm saying? He was convicted. So I'm looking at this shit like, well, goddamn, nigga, you knew the shit was going on. The girl was 14 fucking years old, and I don't know what it is with these 14-year-old girls. And in the video I'm about to drop after the stream, I'm gonna show where there's a dude that was molested by Dr. York when he was a kid. His sisters were molested by Dr. York, and Polite had the nerve to ask, like, what was the age of these children? And he said 13, 14 years old. Yo, I lost it. I couldn't fucking believe it. I fucking lost my shit. I fucking lost my shit. Unreal. Y'all still with me?
Yeah, I hear you. I just, there's things I want to say, but I don't really want to at the same time.
All right, fuck them up, nigga. Burn them up.
It's just weird that they go for that age. I've heard that so many times. It's like, I don't really understand what it is about 13, 14.
Oh,
It's like maybe that's just young enough where they're like, you know, young and people think it's okay because they're not a kid. It's like they're into puberty. I don't know. I'm just
and they listen to that Hebrew Israelite shit too. There's a lot of people, like I tell people this too, what makes Hebrew Israelite so dangerous is because the doctrine is subscribed by the members, but the doctrine is also subscribed by what you call like civilians, people that's not in the cult.
Yeah, and those are the it's like I've said before, the most dangerous people are not the people that are necessarily in organized groups. It's the people that listen to groups, take from one group, take from another, and just mix their own thing. Those are the most dangerous people in gangs, in cults, in whatever.
Yep. Because they start making their own decisions and how they gonna do shit. And you know what I mean? Like we take a little bit from this and take a little bit from this. Or I'm not gonna listen to everything these niggas say because they some hoe ass niggas. Because they say this and I'm
Because
crazy.
I
Crazy.
100% saw that when I was hanging around Judah. Because
Yep.
I saw that there were people who would come by Judah's, thing, then they would go somewhere else, and you could tell that they were eating from different plates.
Yep. Absolutely. Like they remember the dude that was like the Moor? He not
Yeah,
Orthodox
yeah.
Moor. There was another dude that was with us. And he
There
got
there
mad.
were there were a few, yeah.
I got on him about some shit and then we didn't see him no more. Yeah, there was a bunch of people that had their own little secret doctrines and stuff and wanted to
Like
be like,
like like I think this dude's cool, but I gotta say he's one of them, one of the people that I think of, Lobster Bale.
yeah,
Like
yep.
that guy dipped from every pool imaginable.
He was a real mysterious person, like, you know what I mean? It was real. I don't know. There was a rumor that he was in GMS, but like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
It was weird.
I kind of can believe it because some of the videos he's made sounded like GMS stuff.
Yeah.
Even when he deviated from their standard beliefs, like when he would talk about,
Wait,
the identity of
can I
different
cut you off
people.
for a second? Remember how we were talking about why these people are into this whole 14 and if you read in the old scriptures, it says that they could take young wives, but the
Power
reason
Dave.
was that was Bronze Age mentality. That was just because people didn't live long enough.
Yeah,
But
they
these
they
people
all
take that way to like, oh, this can still happen in this timeline. Like, no, that doesn't work. Different times,
yeah,
periods.
it's also very manipulative because someone that young, and this is why I hate talking about it, is because they still have that mentality of obeying adults.
Yeah.
You got to understand that's the biggest and creepiest aspect to it because they're still thinking they got to do what adults tell them to do.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. That's true. They still like and like they said, right? And one thing that Police said, why didn't these children come out and say something? I'm like, nigga, when you look at the Catholic Church, these motherfuckers don't come out until they damn near 40, 50, 60 goddamn years old, maybe even older, before they even tell
And
somebody that shit
and
happened.
and the reason most kids will not tell about what happened to them is because it's a deep sense of shame.
That too.
There's also, there's a deep sense of shame. There's also the idea that no one will believe them because the person that did it is someone who's respected.
Yep. Yep.
It's just
And that's
messed up, and I hate it. I hate the whole topic, but it's worth discussing. But shoot,
and Polite said, "Oh, why didn't they say nothing? Why didn't they say, mommy, this person did this and this person?" And then he told his story where he come from. He never even had no goddamn parents. He said, I think he said his father had died,
and
and then he met his mother the week that she died. I don't even believe that story. Like, tell you the truth, like that's sad that shit happened. But in a way, that's a perfect story for a cult leader because it creates the sympathy, right? And who else do we see do that? Mr. Nasty does that. Mr. Judah Nasty, he does that. Oh, I was adopted. My mama was on crack, and she lost me, and all this shit and the phones and all this stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? So if you was adopted by some other motherfuckers, then you must be got another name, right? And that's a whole nother video right there. I got that on the lock and key. I ain't let that out. But it's this shit is fucking this weird. And like all you have to really do is just pay attention to mother. That's one of the main problems that people don't do. They don't pay attention to what people are saying and add it up. They listening, but they're not hearing. You know what I mean? If I'm saying that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? They heard, but they didn't listen or whatever. However that shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But they're saying this shit. Cut his own throat, join an HOK. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that shit right there. Judah Nazareth claims he's House of Consciousness now. Now, why would he want to join the person that he said was a Satanist, Mason, homosexual, booty bandit? What else he called that motherfucker? Shit, he called everybody in that group all out their name. Now, he remember he was commanding people in Toranites, don't you go over there and listen to watch them videos. I catch you over there. How you gonna catch us over there? And what you doing over there? To catch somebody over there. And you tell them motherfuckers not to watch the shit, but how you gonna see somebody watching unless you watching? And that's what IUIC used to do. I used to think that was the dumbest shit ever. I was like, these niggas can't tell me what to watch on YouTube, man. Fuck these niggas. Said, don't be watching them other videos. They're gonna bug you out. Don't let me catch nobody watching no GMS or IUIC, ISUPK videos. And after the Sabbath class, what's the first thing they do? They throw on ISUPK up on the screen. As soon as the bottles hit the table and ISUPKs pop up on the screen. And everybody in there scared to watch the videos. They got their head turned to the fucking screen and shit, like some fucking hoe ass motherfuckers. While they sitting there around the screen, laughing, drinking their Henny.
You know that's just crazy, but that brought to mind how people used to get on me about reading different things and.
Yep. I was in the mix of that. I'm like, yo, the fuck, nigga. What the fuck is this goddamn cubic stove bullshit, nigga? Fucking. I been peeped that shit, and I don't think Judah ever mentioned it to you or nothing. But I was like, because I was looking through your Facebook thing, and I saw the wine, like the picture of the wine.
Yeah.
The instruments and stuff, right? So I Googled searched the image. And when I Google searched it, yo, fuck it, I should have been a motherfucking private eye, like dead ass. I should have been a private eye. But I Googled image the picture, and it took me to a website. And the first thing I see, order the cubic stove. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? Then I'm like, oh, okay, but I'm gonna read this motherfucker though, right? So I was reading this shit. I didn't understand it because like a lot of that shit, like, you know what I mean? I'm just starting to understand a lot of the shit that is written on that type of stuff, Alice Crowley and all that bullshit. Like I'm just starting to understand like what I'm reading, like, right? And then I saw like this Rosicrucian shit, like with the cross, but it was like know how Judah showed the unfolded cube, like that's a cross and shit. I see that shit and I'm like, yo, Judah not telling us something, like, right? And this Negi motherfucker, where the fuck he came from? He just came out of nowhere, and this motherfucker, it's all this motherfucking shit. And I'm like, how the fuck you following the goddamn Torah and fucking with this goddamn shit? So I was just like, you know what I mean? And I went to him, and this motherfucker like blew it off. Like, the same thing with Charlemagne. Charlemagne had some like talisman and shit up on this thing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I know what the fuck that is. They ain't no goddamn Torah shit. That's some other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Judah like fucking he downplayed it. He didn't want me to dig more into it. Cause if I dig more into it, I'm gonna find out where he getting that shit from. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like I paid to make.
Man, remember that shit?
Yup.
Same old Judah Nazareth. Nasty motherfucker.
Yup. It's Bergen with a U. Bergen with a U. Gary Armstrong Bergen. Armstrong is his original parents' last name. So I guess Bergen is his adopted parents' last name. Maybe it's adopted parents' last name. I'm not gonna talk too much on that. We leave that for another day. But yeah, I got that like down pat. But
Yeah. The funny thing is, when I found that picture that you would later dig up info on, I thought it was just a Golden Dawn thing. I didn't know what it was really.
yeah, I think it was Golden Dawn. It had something to do
That's what it was. It was a Golden Dawn initiation altar.
and know what's funny too? It was it last night or the night before last? I was reading. I think it was a crawling. It might have been the equinox. I think it was in the equinox. And I was scrolling. So. I saw that exact same image with the cross, the unfolded cross.
Yeah. He talks about the degrees in the equinox. That's something he went through. The Golden Dawn. Oh shit! I think his internet died.
Yeah, that was some of the craziest times we've been in with Judah Nazareth. He always had something.
No, I got to maintain that the craziest time I ever had with Judah was when that guy came on, made us play a video of some sort, and then the guy's mom came in and beat us behind.
When was this?
I don't remember exactly when, but I know some guy came in, made us play some video, and then we hear his mom go knock on the door like this. Are you smoking in here? And he, we hear sounds. It was funny because Judah was laughing his rear off at the idea that this guy was getting beat up by his own mom. He took the live stream down, but I put the snippet up on my channel for a little bit, so that was on my channel. Just a funny thing that happened.
Yeah, what happened to Avanya though? That was another crazy cult member.
I think he's still around. I just don't know what he's up to because I don't pay attention to none of them.
I know what they're up to. He probably discussed it with Judah Nazareth right now. He been you can tell he's been distancing himself from Judah Nazareth. Know why? Because he wanted the leadership. Remember he was going around talking about he was a general?
Oh yeah.
General Booger Bear.
The general, yep. Yeah. He said that he said Judah gave him the title of general.
Yep. I knew I had Jim Deggy with that shit. When I heard that, I went straight to Deggy. Like a lot of people don't know, me and Deggy was still talking the whole time. Like Deggy would get pissed off and block me here and there for like a month or two and shit. But then like we be talking again until I piss him off, right? So
yeah.
I was like,
I regret that to this day because you were a ride or die friend, and I was just still under Judah's, magic spell.
Yep, that shit was funny though. When I was saying, "Yo, Nick, so Vanya's a general now." He's like, "What?" He said, "I'm gonna have to talk to this motherfucker about this shit."
I couldn't believe it. It sounded so stupid. I had heard that guy talk about stuff, and he just wasn't that smart.
No, he wasn't smart at all. Like at all. When that motherfucker tried to school me, SOJ was in the chat too. This is when we was all still together. And he said, bro, like he would come in there every day and talk about who doing lessons today. I'm looking at him like, motherfucker, where the fuck you think you at? Motherfucker, you know lessons going on up in this something bitch. This tour nights, motherfucker.
No, we were like we were the guys that sat in the back of the class. We weren't the guys that sat in the front.
Exactly. Now you pay attention to shit. Like, exactly. So the nigga's like, he started talking shit. Like, I don't know. I'm like, he tell me he was in the truth for 20 years. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. He said,
wait, remember, can two walk together unless a frog has an asshole?
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
motherfucker,
He said a frog doesn't have a butthole and it doesn't poop.
he said a frog shits out of his skin. What he was talking about those dark frogs, and they don't shit. That's a poison is to protect them from animals. Animals won't fuck with them because they'll secrete this chemical, and when the animal eats it, it'll fuck the animal up. Like
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. Those are frogs that are bright. They're bright colored, so animals know if you eat me, you're gonna die.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So like that's what he was trying to say. But the motherfucker, he didn't know no better. So he talking about them motherfuckers on shit. I'm like, yo, what fucking eats it don't shit, you stupid motherfucker. I still got the screenshots of that shit. That shit was ridiculous. And he looked so stupid after. I was like, yo, I was warning him. Just like I did Israelite Elect. I'm like, yo, nigga, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. That's the best thing, is just let a motherfucker talk.
So,
Like I
so
be telling
you remember his pork chops on the grill, his long coke fingernails, his
Yep.
sneakers that look like knockoffs,
Yep.
all that stuff, his watches.
Shalimar got them motherfuckers coke fingernails too.
You
And them
gotta
dollar
you
store
gotta you gotta keep those trimmed. That's like that's not hard. That's easy to do.
Malachi tried to save him and shit. He said, "Oh, that's the Levitical priest to take the head off the bird and shit." I like that nigga ain't no goddamn priest.
You can't take the head off
I like
a
you
bird.
tried, Malachi. I give you an eighth effort, motherfucker.
Yeah, but you can't take the head of a bird off with long fingernails.
That shit is crazy. He tried to save him and shit though. I
I
give him
mean that's admirable. That's taking the bullet for somebody, on that get down Mr. President type thing.
Yep.
Like Secret Service.
Shout out to Malachi and shit, yo. That's my dude right there. But yeah, but he tried to save him and shit. I like, nah, nigga, I ain't fucking with you. What the hell was?
Yeah. But that's
Wait,
the whole Torah Nights thing is
Killer
sad.
B, you remember Chachi?
Oh, what happened to him? He was
I have
caught up
no idea.
Go ahead. What you say?
Yeah, I have no idea, but he was also into. He said he was looking for a 14-year-old. Like, it's all with these Hebrew Israelites. Like, what is it?
They came out and they said, yeah, it was one of their cousins that he was trying to get with and shit. Now 14, caught, and you be a damn fool. And another thing too, like that dude Ram that went to go visit Quanah and had Quanah's kids and shit rubbing suntan lotion on his motherfucking back. And Quanah and that motherfucker still living. With Quanah right there, ain't do nothing. Actually didn't say nothing about it to nobody until people brung it up. No, until they started going at him hard. Until like Ram turned against him. And that's when he said, he's like, yeah, you fucking my kid rubbing suntan lotion in their back. I'm like, that motherfucker still here? And he was a visitor. He didn't know that motherfucker from Adam. Just letting motherfuckers come to your house. Nagy went to go see Judah and shit. And Nagy said that shit wasn't like what I expected.
Yeah. I mean, when I went to Japan, it was a wonderful place. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't know what I was expecting when it came to I or anyone. It was just weird, I mean, the place looked like a rented building. It didn't even look like they didn't go to their house.
Oh shit! Because they live in a rooming house. That motherfucker, what motherfucker own a house and got a single bed?
I have no idea.
You know what I'm saying? You got a wife and 3 kids. So you made 3 kids on a goddamn single bed. Who you think you is, Bob Marley? Oh, my single bed. Like, what the fuck wrong with you?
I don't know.
I know what Nagy was expecting. Nagy thought he was going over there. Like, yeah, I'm going over here. I can see these goddamn anime bitches where I had one of them motherfucking Sailor Suit signs.
I mean, I don't know. It's just the funny thing is Judah was he said something kind of weird that I've never said before. I've never brought this up, but he
Wait,
said that
Maggie,
we were talking.
question for you.
What?
What part of Japan did you go?
It was Tokyo.
Ah, yeah, that's where all the anime, like the new shit, everything is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you didn't
That's
go to Iga or any of those other places?
no, but I do want to go back there and do some extensive sightseeing.
All right,
But
shut up, Samia.
what I'm gonna talk about is I'm gonna talk about something that Judah
Yeah, because
said
I got
that's
3%.
it's really illustrative of his character, and I'll make it quick. But we were talking about how different, how I have Asperger's and stuff, and he said that if he had something like that, he would milk it to the extreme degree. He would say, he would do anything and just blame it on that. So you can see
That's what
this is
he's
not.
now.
You can see what kind of man this is. He's someone that would milk a mental disorder or whatnot, a neurological disorder to its absolute maximum.
See, that's what he doing the eye.
Shamelessly.
That's what he does the eye. Oh, my Alta Curia. And I just put him in front of the computer so that nigga stay out her face. Like, know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So
you
you see what kind of person that is, don't you?
yeah. He manipulated. He doing the same thing niggas do to the fat chicks out here in America. He doing the same thing. The same thing motherfuckers do to big old fat chicks and shit. These hood niggas do to big old fat chicks. That's exactly what he doing the eye. That's exactly what he doing. Using them, milking them. I went to Ivy League. So she got a master's from an Ivy League college. That school almost 80 grand a year to go to. And this motherfucker got her living like that. Try to help that motherfucker out. That shit crazy, yo. That shit crazy as hell. All right, the pause funky pass around and stuff. Answer P's question. Tiga, okay, Killer B Swab played a tape with Sa, Pookie, dissing Rob and Judah. He said Rob doesn't bring anything to the cause, no information, no nothing. He said he keeps telling the pod to stay away. Yeah, it's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, like he decided they're gonna get them niggas though. Cause they dumb. Like they're not even Judah a little crafty, but Rob just like dumb as fuck. Like that motherfucker would like this like slow. Yo,
You
I think I
goddamn crack fiend.
said that. Yo, I'm at 1%. Yo, I gotta shut this thing down before this thing just be like. Well,
Oh, okay, all right. I'll see you.
If I go out, and whenever y'all leave, it just be over. But I said that. I mean, you Negi said that. Hey, Brainstorm. Hey, Brainstorm. Yeah, my thing's about to cut off and stuff. I'll try to retard for a little bit. I don't know. Y'all can keep it going if y'all want.
Yeah, yeah. I'll jump off and get to making some videos because I want to drop a few today.
Okay. All right, my
I'll
shit's
see
shutting
you.
down
See you around.
now. All right.
All right, peace.
All right, y'all, I'm back. I thought this thing would have shut off already, but it didn't. That shit worked out for me. Who's still up in here? Hey, what we got up in here? Rob heard it and started acting weird and suicidal. Yo, but y'all, you know that Judas is playing Rob, right? Like he said a long time ago, Judas said he put a spell on him and shit. He said, "You're gonna do whatever I tell you to do. I control you," and that's what didn't happen. Like Rob is fucking really fucking retarded as shit. Follow right behind him. He can lead Rob right off a cliff and shit. With Rob gun in his hand. Lead him right off the cliff. I don't know, like Suave had supposed to debate me and shit. I ain't heard nothing else about it. They know what time it is. Because I accidentally went on that Argument League channel by accident. It was named something else. I guess I was subscribed to it or something. And it said it was talking about Judas' channel getting taken down. So I was like, shit, I'm clicking on this motherfucker. So I found out that was like the Solar Mind bullshit. But that shit crazy though with Solar Mind and shit, getting caught. But know what's ill about it? Check this shit out, yo. Solar Mind was trying to get the video with Negi, that the video that Negi made. With the dude saying that the guy that hangs out with Judah was a pedophile. That's weird. And this comes out literally like 2 days afterwards. Like, what's the odds of that shit? Like, for real. Sister P in the building. That shit's crazy. Yeah, man, but that was a good stream. It was a good stream today. But yeah, the witch hunt is going on. We steady hunting them down. No, we finding them. Nigga, we ain't hunting shit. We know where they at. We finding them. We finding these motherfuckers out here. Dead ass. You still here, Brainstorm? Oh, Nepal had a video I saw before I did this stream. She said some old stupid shit. She was what the fuck she said? Yeah, Sonetta shouldn't take down the Polite videos and all this shit. But she keeps saying she don't want nothing to do with this shit, but she keep talking about it. She crazy though. She crazy. She not there in the head. I don't think there's hold on. Yeah, she's definitely in need of some medication or some shit like that. She's not a sane person. Definitely not a sane person. And she think that aborted black baby kidneys are in soda. Y'all remember that video? That was the most retarded ass shit ever. That bitch said, fuck it, they got aborted black baby kidneys in soda. I was like, well, goddamn, if this ain't the stupidest ass motherfucker in the whole wide world. If she ain't, she next in line. She next on the podium. She number 2. Yeah, man, this shit's crazy. But she brought Judah and Rob down. And they don't even know it. Yeah, right. But she the one that put them outside of that shit. She the one got me outside of it. But I should have peeped game though. Like I peeped game, but I had my little mission. Like that was my little mission. I did my mission and I was out. But recently I saw the actual ending of that video. And I was like, damn, that's why he did what he did. He think this shit a joke. I'm like, all right, nigga. All right. But I ain't no whole ass motherfucker. These niggas get invited to Sonetta show and they'll take down all the videos they said about him. Like when Judah went on there, he asked him about that shit he was saying about him. Judah denied all that shit. He said, no, I ain't never called you no homosexual, Mason, and none of that shit. He said, I ain't never said that about you, Sonetta. Why would I say that? I was like, what? I was like, what? I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me, man. You gotta be shitting me. I still have my videos up. I wasn't taking them shits down. I made about 2 or 3 videos with Sonetta and shit, talking about Sonetta. And I was waiting for him to ask me about it. I would have told him the truth. I ain't give a fuck. There ain't no shame in my game. It is what it is, nigga. He a whole fraud. The pie's all cap. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. These motherfuckers, though. This shit is just retarded how people think. But that's who the cult preys on is like people like that. So people are gonna still listen to all that shit. They can still praise these people. But that's funny though. Avanya fell back a lot. Like he like the last time I seen him, he be on SOJ shit. And why we never see Judah on SOJ's channel when they live stream doing Torah lessons. Why is that? That's to tell you something right there. And that's been going on a long time. When we used to do Torah night radios, Judah, we used to have to be looking for this motherfucker. Or somebody else do a video, a live stream or something. That nigga never show up. That nigga ain't never show up until he saw how much publicity it was getting. People was watching it. So now he want to make his interest like he running the shit. Like Torah Night's Radio is a creation of Alon the Reubenite and Chief Rabbi David Israel. That's their creation, not Judah Nazareth. Just throw that shit and gonna put Alon quit fucking with us and shit. The coke got to him and shit. He quit fucking with us. And he fell off from us. But Chief Rabbi David Israel still had the thing going. So Judah had to get him out of the way. He had to get it out of the way. Yeah, know why they not with it? Because they've been telling them all that time. Judah been saying that about HOK. So it don't make no sense if you were saying all that stuff about them for you to go back over there. To go over there. But you remember he used to do that too with Solar Vision and both. Like he used to say, oh, one minute, oh yeah, Solar's my boy, yeah man, Solar man, he a cool brother, man. And the next week, he's saying, oh fuck Solar mine, those are the Booty House Bandits and all this crazy stuff. That what they be saying. So, and that was one of the things where we was falling out, just starting to fall out. Like this is before like the shit hit the fan with me, and I was like, enough is enough. This is like maybe a couple months or something when the thing with him and Amber was going on. Well, it was after that, but it cooled down. But I didn't know. I wasn't around for those months, so I didn't know the details exactly what happened. But I knew that Judah tried to get with Amber, and Amber's married. And I got on him about that. I called that motherfucker Pimp Daddy Rich. Nigga, I'm like, who the fuck you think this nigga Pimp Daddy Rich? And that motherfucker just got silent. He didn't even reply to that shit. Like that motherfucker just mute. Like, damn, this nigga, oh, I gotta watch this nigga now. He'll tell you that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you pay attention to him, like when he talk about people and how he move and shit like that, that's exactly like he tell on himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And wait, fuck on. myself off the screen by accident. I seen Leo and Adasa pleading with him to come. Well, why are they pleading him to do anything? Like both of them, like they not about none of that shit. You know what it is? It's because now they can't say all the stuff because they're about jokes and stuff. And Hadassah just fake as hell. Hadassah, there's no sincere bone in Hadassah's body. She's crazy. She even told me she need to take medication. She don't take it because she's in the Torah. Gotta fix everything. No, that motherfucker ain't. Not if the doctor tell you to take those motherfucking medication, motherfucker. God ain't gonna cure that motherfucker shit. It's you crazy. As simple as that. You fucking crazy. She need to take the medication. You can't listen to her and tell that she need to take medication. Yup. 2 days later, the polite stuff comes out. She might be. I know she said she was. Said she was homeless, sleeping in McDonald's bathrooms and shit. Well, which I don't believe, because in New York you can't do shit like that. Like they heavy with that. Like you can have your ass on the street, but you ain't gonna be up in no bathroom. They don't have public bathrooms in New York City. Like you go into McDonald's, that door locked. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time that you can't even go in there. People like, nah, bathrooms don't work. Because people go in there to shoot up and do drugs and shit like that. Especially like in a high crime place that's known, well, all of New York is high crime and drugs and shit. So like, yeah, you can't use no bathroom nowhere. Unless it's like a restaurant. But like a little fast food joint or McDonald's, some shit. Nah, nigga. There ain't no bathroom up in this motherfucker. And overnight or some shit, nah, that's not happening. I feel bad for that little boy though. I really do. He a bad little shit too. Unruly. She let that motherfucker say whatever he want to say. Gonna tell me to shut up and shut my mouth and stuff. I was like, wow. And she said right there, let him say it. Right? Said like, is this a low-key scam? Could be, man. Could be. And Robert is confused as all hell. Yeah, but Hadassah got serious issues. She got serious issues. Yeah. He is behind whoop. Little boy don't even know how to ride a bicycle. That's a goddamn shame. What age you learn how to ride a bike? I was late riding a bike. I rode my big wheel to that motherfucking shit. I still got my motherfucking big wheel. I love my motherfucking big wheel. I still got my fucking big wheel. When I was a little kid, I still got that shit. Still got that shit. I don't think I learned how to ride a bike until I hit first grade. Usually kids before that, they riding bicycles and shit. I just wasn't feeling the bike. I thought the big wheel was like way cooler. Like, you know what I'm saying? I pull up on my shit. I hit the e-brake on that motherfucker, spin that motherfucker to the side and shit. And like me and Judah was talking to the little boy, because I remember the video when she first came on, right? I had fell asleep. And she talking about Killer B, and the little boy talking about Killer B, and she called herself singing to me and all types of shit. I woke up, so I'm like, yo, the fuck out of bullshit is this? Right? So me and her started kicking it and shit, like, and then I'm like, all right, this bitch crazy. Right? I'm like talking to her, and like, it's like, you gotta listen to what she's saying. And what she's saying is law. And like, fuck what you saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you saying don't mean shit. And she actually told me that one time. Like, so I was like, word, bitch? I was like, all right, that's good. That's good. That's all I need to hear. Like, we done. You ask motherfuckers I was in tour nights and shit. I shut that shit down. Motherfuckers will tell you this shit. Killer B is not no motherfucking punk ass nigga when I do not play that shit. I do not play that shit. And I was a Hebrew Israelite too. Nah, I'm not as bad as I was when I Hebrew Israelite because I was playing the law on that motherfucker. I was going to the scriptures on the bitch. But now I ain't got nothing to say to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go about my motherfucking business, bitch. I don't need you. It be shit just be that simple. But yeah, that little nigga, we was asking him, say, yo, so what do you like to do? You like to skateboard or what kind of shit? You know, little kids do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right there, they be like, what you like to do? They like, I want to ride my bike. Or I want to play Nintendo. Or I want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Play football, basketball, or whatever. No, this nigga don't do shit. But sit in the house, play some whack ass motherfucking cell phone game. That's like the only thing he got. Like it seemed like I don't know for sure, but like it really like it seemed like that's the only thing the little boy got. His little phone to play his little games online. Not even online on a computer, on a motherfucking phone. And we asked him, say, yo, you ride bikes? He's like, I don't know how to ride a bike. And me and Judah bust out laughing. The little nigga 14 and shit or whatever. I was like, nigga. Like we both was like, yo, what do you mean? See, I don't know how to ride a bike. I'm like, what the fuck you mean ride a bike? And the little nigga started crying. Like he started crying, yo. Like crying. I felt so bad, but I was like, yo, this bitch ain't shit. And she talking about her man, her daddy, Joseph's father, and she got some other nigga and shit. So I'm like, that supposed to be coming to see it. So I was like, so why the fuck is you talking to me, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Why is you talking to me? And she doing lies and shit, and people is like, yo, what's wrong with this bitch? Like, why don't you shut the fuck up? Like, she ruins the whole show because she's like, y'all know what she did. So like, that dude Yankanan, that dude from England or France, where the fuck you from, right? Weird ass Hebrew Israelite nigga shit. But he was right. He was like, yo, what the fuck? How you got this woman? It's the Sabbath. You got this woman out here with this shit. And she jumped up, say, what? You just want to see this? This is what you want to see? And she grabbed her fucking boobs and was shaking her boobs in the screen. This is what you want to see? I was like, wow. And you hear the little boy in the background, Mom, no. So she did that shit in front of that boy on the Sabbath. That little nigga said, Mom, no. So I know certain unnamed members told me you should be leading. Shit. I don't want to lead these fucking dumb motherfuckers. Well, nothing to do with them motherfuckers. These niggas is supposed to be leading themselves. These motherfuckers is grown ass niggas and shit. Talking about somebody leading them. Fuck out of here. That shit crazy. No, I follow it, motherfucking shit. Like, but like that shit ain't like I'm not all. Well, actually, what we was doing wasn't following that motherfucking book. I was following to the best of my ability because I would check motherfuckers on shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the old TKRs, you never heard me talk much on there. You never heard me talk. If somebody says some shit out of pocket, I speak up. Other than that, you don't hear me like talking. These motherfuckers reading scriptures, and I'm like, yo, these niggas is reading all these motherfucking scriptures, but none of these motherfuckers is living or doing anything with these scriptures that they read and saying. So I just be sitting back. I just be like, yo, this shit's stupid as fuck. I just be sitting back, like I be doing other things and shit. You sitting there and just listening, cause the shit be phony. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that little nigga didn't know how to ride a bike at fucking 14. I'm like, God damn, like, do you even have friends? Like you got friends? And she talking about, I don't even think he was going to no Hebrew school either. He's wearing this little yarmulke. And it was the people that wear the satin yarmulkes, they're conservative Jews. They're not like your regular Orthodox Jews. They believe in like women rabbis, they believe in gay marriage, like lesbian marriages and shit like that. Conservative Jew, but motherfuckers don't know that. I peep that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I said, yo, I missed my calling, motherfucker. I should have been motherfucking PI. I missed my motherfucking calling. It's all there. Like, a lot of people don't know that. Like, you could tell them. That's how you tell camps by the colors they wear. and shit like that, or gangs by the color they wear, and you can tell Jews by the yarmulke that they wear. Every different sect wears a different type of yarmulke. Leo, that's what they said. They said if Leo, who the fuck is that dude? Leo Yehuda? He was never even in tour nights. Josh is straight up. Josh 1000 from day one. Straight up. Josh 1000 from. I ain't never had no issue with what Josh is saying or none of that shit. Like nothing. Straight up. But Leo, where the fuck Leo come from? Like Leo fucking that dude Leo Leonard, that's who you call him Leo? He's a fucking idiot. He don't follow none of that shit either. He, you know, but he's a Judah wannabe. He's a Judah wannabe. And Judah pulled out his thing and shit. That motherfucker dropped right down on his knees. Y'all know that. Leo. Man, that nigga don't sit down. These niggas is internet Israelites. Just like Nagy was saying earlier, how the dangerous ones that like pick and choose and shit. They the lone wolves. They pick and choose. They bounce around. I'll take something from here. I'll take something from there. I'll take something from there. And they be all just like retarded. Yeah, Leo dumb as fuck. He don't never have nothing intelligent to say. Nothing. I ain't never heard him say nothing intelligent. Or even nothing about, he can't say nothing about the Torah, because all you gotta do is turn the screen around on him, nigga. Like, look what you doing, nigga. Like, look what the fuck you doing. Stop him. Leo was never in Torah nights. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Not from day one, not from the time I left. Leo was never in Torah nights. He was never in our chats. If you was in Torah night, you was in our Facebook chat. Leo was never in our shit. Ever. Ever. SOJ was in there. Avanya was the last person that was in the Torah night chat. He was the last person. Was Avanya. And he was dumb as fuck. He was on his way out. I don't even know who even brought that motherfucker up in there. I think Trey. Know who brought him up there? I think Nagy brought his ass up in there. Yeah, I think Nagy brought him in there. Yeah, Nagy brought him up in there, I think. I don't know who brought it. Judah might have brought SOJ up in there. I ain't never brought nobody up in that son of a bitch. I'm trying to think. I ain't never brought nobody up in Torah night chat. That's right, Jennifer. You thought you was slick with that name and shit. I knew who. I was like, wait a minute. I know this style too much. How you doing? Yeah, things come out to socialize. No real get-togethers on some real love. It's all fake. Yup. But even the Torah night chat, there wasn't nothing going on in that shit. We just up in there talking shit to each other. Gossiping shit. Like, that's all was going on up in that motherfucker. But you know what though? When Judah would get mad. So what he would do, that was a love bomb shit. Or so you kind of say that. Like when he feel like we seeing through his shit, or he get the suspicion of, because he's super paranoid. He's super paranoid, right? He could just even suspect somebody saying something about him or don't agree with something he so-called teaching or whatever, right? He would come in there, blah, 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 blah. Oh, these motherfuckers, they don't do, you guys don't follow the Torah. It's okay. The Most High set me up and all this bullshit. Like, right? We like, whatever, nigga. And that nigga leave, right? And motherfuckers, some motherfucker like SOJ be like, what happened? I'm like, man, fuck that nigga and shit. That nigga be back up in this motherfucker. This is shit, like, right? So when he gone, we have the best ties ever when he gone. We are the most productive when he's not involved. When this motherfucker dipped out, right? He gonna leave the chat. And then he did some shit where he left the chat and he forgot he was an administrator. right? So we had to let him back in. He had to ask us to come back in. Like, that shit was funny. That was a funny ass shit. But he had what I was gonna say here. How I was gonna say that he had left. And yeah. While he was gone, we had Yim over there. He was one of the last dudes that was joining tour nights and stuff. Right. But he followed us like from back in the day, but he wasn't like in tour nights. Like he was just like in the comment boards on video type nigga. He wasn't like in the circle, like, you know what I'm saying? He like a supporter, sort of like. But so this motherfucker is gonna damn, I lost losing my thought here. Shit. Yeah. So while he gone, Yim teaching Hebrew, that old like what we call the Yiddish shit, right? But real Hebrew. He was in there giving like lessons, and like we go over scriptures, like we'll battle each other to sharpen each other up. Like Yim would say, what are you talking about? Turkey, saying turkey's unlawful to eat and shit. And I was like, you dumbass nigga. And I would break the shit down and shit. And like, we go on to talking about something else. And like, you know what I mean? Going back and forth. But it's like, it's like a friendly like battle and shit. And like people be learning shit. Learn how to look up shit and research shit. Like all this shit we going on, right? Or sometimes like, you don't want to be around, but we up and he'll see. Like he always watching this shit, like right, and we be up in the group and we building, like we all having a good product, right, being very productive. And what he'll do is he'll come in the chat, and it's like this motherfucker, Sonetter is a homosexual, a goddamn Mason, and stir up all this fucking conflict shit, and we in here learning. Building with each other, congregating with each other, and he come up in there with the bullshit. And we'd be like, damn, this nigga just killed the whole fucking vibe with his dumb shit. Like, why you always coming in here talking about some Jesus penis, and like it's always some homosexual shit, like when he come in the group. I'm like, god damn, nigga, like tell you keep talking about some Jesus penis. Like we used to get on him about his videos. Like, we're like, all right, you doing lessons, okay, we listening to this shit, nigga. Like half the shit you don't know what you talking about. We thinking he know what he talking about because we didn't know. And he come to find out he don't even know what the fuck he talking about. That nigga just gumping his gums and shit, showing his shit on the fucking paper. If y'all ever saw in those old videos where he so-called teaching, that motherfucker never showed what's on those papers. There's one tour night, there's only one. I've tried to do this shit numerous times, and it's like, man, fuck this shit, right? And it got to the point where I would ask him, I'm like, yo, can you give us these notes, like, that you got all this shit written down and shit? We'd never get those motherfuckers. Because they don't make sense. When you read it, it don't make sense. It's a bunch of dumb shit. And we would like be like, yeah. Like he would shake the camera. He had a camera that he would hold, a camcorder that he hold in his hand, and the shit be shaking. Like he'll say, see this right here, see, and the motherfucker shaking the camera back and forth like we can't see shit, nigga, because you shaking the goddamn camera all over the motherfucking place. So it's a blur. You know when you move the camera fast, it's a blur. That's what it would be. It should be like big ass blur. So you couldn't. But there was one motherfucker. This motherfucker might have took a month to write them shits down. But he copied all that shit down on the motherfucking little sheets of paper with that little stupid Temple Man shit. He copied all that shit down. And it had to take him weeks to do that shit, yo. For real. I was like, God damn, this nigga did that shit. And I was too ashamed to ask him for a copy of this shit. Because I was just like, damn, this nigga, he a bad motherfucker. Like that, he don't deserve, like, we don't deserve to get those shits. Because this motherfucker took bad time out of his life to copy those shits down. That motherfucker, he said he would just pause the screen, because the shit is moving all over the place and shit. But it was so like, you can't see that shit. That shit not even from a masonry book. Wait, somebody came up in here? Yeah, that shit not even that shit ain't, he talking ain't got shit to do with masonry.
What up,
he act like, yo, what up? What's popping?
Shit, bro. Just been off work for an hour now, just chilling. What you got going on?
Shit, there's somebody here burning these niggas up and shit. You know what it is. We was talking about you. You was around there for this one. Remember when we used to Judah used to get mad and leave the chat?
Yeah.
That shit used to be crazy, right? That nigga coming in cussing us out for no motherfucking reason and then leave the chat. And you remember the time and shit he could have let himself back in because he forgot he was an admin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was talking about when he would leave, the group would do so much better. Like people would
Yeah.
start building, going over scriptures, like what people suspect that we was doing. Like
Yeah.
Avanya, he got in the chat with Avanya, he's like, all right, so who doing lessons today? I look at this nigga like, what the fuck you think you at? What the fuck you think you doing? Who
We did
told
our
you?
best shit though when we wasn't live, you know what I'm saying? It's just only time we went live is we had to basically clean up Judah's mess, you know what I'm saying, with
Yeah.
them fucking debates and all that shit like that. That
Yep.
shit was
And he be,
just fucking
he used to lie like a motherfucker on those
on the what?
debates, yo. When like
Yeah.
he be talking about, oh, they wouldn't let me on the air, you motherfucker. You want to call it? And you remember the time? I think that was he pushed Shalimar or something like that up to debate. It was shit that he know he couldn't win. He wasn't. He would get other people to do it. He said, you know, I want to get some of the other tour nights to get some shine and shit. But really, he's setting the motherfuckers up for failure. Cause like when
You sure it wasn't
the
Quinai?
person catch on to him, what'd you say?
You sure it wasn't Quinai? When Quinai got set up, I think what was it? What was he debating? I think it was Rob Rack or something like that, and then Rob smoked him.
Bad
And then he
fucking
looked
truck.
at you was like, why did you help me?
All right. Motherfucking goddamn. Motherfucking Amazon motherfucking goddamn nigga. Last one out of here. With your Sonetta or Mercedes van and shit. Sonetta, one of that van. All right, what you said now?
I thought that was Quinai though. When Quinai, I think he was he was debating Rob Rack. He was supposed to debate Rob Rack on some shit. Rob Rack ended up smoking him on some shit anyway. And then he looked at you like, why did you, come to my aid or help or some shit like that? You know, and you was like, man, you gotta fight your own battles. I was like, well, damn, shit. That's some cold shit,
because you know why? Because Quinai taught him all that shit. And Quinai didn't know what he was talking about. Quinai taught him all that shit Judah was teaching.
Wow. Damn.
He kept Quinai in the background.
Damn. You know, I can believe that too.
Because when Tour Nights was formed, Quinai started to come around, but Quinai didn't have no phone. He didn't have a phone to make videos. So Quinai says that. He said, I taught Judah Nazareth all this shit. He did.
Here's
and so
the thing,
he had to get him out of the way so he could take all the glory.
When it came to the name Tour Nights itself, we didn't like those members, you know what I'm saying? We didn't like make the name, but we was that group. Like Judah had nothing to do with that at all. Like that nigga didn't do no type of fucking scriptures or building at all. You know what I'm saying? Period. Like the only time you ever see him around was in certain times in Mafayat chat. That's about it.
Now I was there when Tour Nights came apart. Quinai didn't want it to be called Tour Nights. He wanted to call it the Abayar some shit. I got the logo. I made the logo for the group before Tour Nights came out. I still got it. I still got the logo.
Oh.
You could probably find it on my Facebook. It's probably on my Facebook. You can probably find it in my Facebook. If you go through all the photos or whatever.
You want with the motherfucking damn, that fucking golden design with the star.
It got the menorah. It's a menorah and got the Hebrew letters going across and with the flames on the flames on the Torahs, like in the middle. Mm-hmm. I got on the middle candle. I got the shield of David inside the flame.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know
swords and stuff crossed. And then we had the nine shield noblemen. It was called Nine Shield Nobleman before Tour Knights. I got that logo too. If you look at like the first videos that I made, or something about Tahar, or the video I made on Tahar or some shit, you'll see it. It's a little man. I made a character. I made our own little man, and he's inside the gold shield and got the rubies and stuff. You know, like each little triangle on the Star of David and shit. I got jewels in that shit.
See, I
And
think
then
I've seen it before, but I
little
don't know.
soldier.
I gotta check it out.
Like we got in an argument like over that shit. I'm like a Roman. I'm like, why the fuck we want this motherfucker to have a Roman helmet on? You know, like a Spartan shit. I'm like, yo, this shit's fuck. Like, what the fuck? And he insisted on that shit. And I'm like, whatever. Like, right? So I just did this shit. I got videos with that and shit.
So you the one to name the group Tour Knights? Killer.
Tour Knights was the last thing that we can. That was he named it Tour Knights because Quanah wanted to name it, so he wanted to come up with some shit. Because this mad shit motherfuckers don't know, yo. Why you up on here? So why you here then? If this is struggle screen, motherfucker, why are you here? Why you? I thought you supposed to be too. Your little bootleg pedophile.
Who is that, Killer?
The little smart niggas. Dumb. I'll smoke your motherfucking boots, nigga. Oh, what up, Myron? Myron has dropped the hammer. The argument league is the pedophile league.
Oh hell no, nah. I don't even know this person. I ain't got no disrespect. But if it's I can't rock with them that shit. Hell no.
Get your ass out of here, motherfucker. Right? Dang. So let me read some of these comments, bro. We go back to keep that in mind about the name and shit before I forget.
The Tour Knight thing? All right.
Yes, it does. It's from a third degree book. We found it. There is no third degree book. There is no third degree book.
He's acting like what? What's the thing?
Like T-Duck comes out here. T-Duck is a Mason. He'll tell you and shit. I did a video where T-Duck showed the what was that? The 13th degree. What I forgot the name of the degree. But he said, yo, the Lodge of Perfection. He said, this is why you always talking about that shit. See, what it is, Judah go through those books. Anybody could get those books. But you don't know shit about masonry unless you're a Mason. You don't know nothing about it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You can't learn shit about it reading no motherfucking books. Nothing.
No, you definitely don't.
You can read the motherfuckers till you blue in the fucking face. You do not know what goes on inside that lodge. People talk about, oh, they in there worshiping Satan and shit. That's bullshit. If you can read they rule book, you can read their rule books and how they run their organization, but you're not going to know their craft.
Right.
I got the Judas Prudence. The Judas Prudence, the Amazing Judas Prudence is like one of the most articulate books, like rule books, shows the rules and guidelines and stuff I've ever read. I was so amazed at how well that was set up, how in line and how perfect it is for a group to go by these guidelines. And these things was written in the 1500s. A lot of those rules was brought down in the 1500s. How the fuck that shit? That's Myron up on my Facebook thing. I was like, how the fuck Myron get up on my screen like that? You know how on your phone, the Facebook thing, they got the little circle shit on the side of your screen? That's the first time. Or is that part of this shit? I don't know. You want to come on? The link at the top of the chat, Myron. I can't make it. I gotta do on screen. You want to come on? But wait, hold. Let me try to do this thing for Myron. If you scroll to the top and see if you get it from the top, Myron. It's all the way up at the top of the chat. Cause I gotta back out and do all this crazy shit. Put that motherfucker up in there. If you let me know if you found it or not. If you can't find it, I'll go do it. Real Reckless. I like that name, yo, Real Reckless. Oh, you don't see it? Okay, all right. Let me back up and get the thing. I'll be right back. Oh, now you found it. I had to do all that shit. No, that's this dude. Nah, he up in here.
Hey,
Hold
so
on.
Killer, what's Siberians? You don't be around no more?
What you said?
Siberians don't be around no more?
Nah, Sabir's been busy. I spoke to him a little bit like a few days ago. Yeah, he been working, going on vacation, and all types of shit, training. This motherfucker said I worked out for like 14 hours. I'm like, God damn, motherfucker. He looked good, yo. Like from what he looked like when I first met him, he sent me a picture. He cut down a tree. He got the spikes on, like up in the tree where you gotta climb up that motherfucker. All you got is like a belt holding your ass up there and some spike boots.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah. I know that shit. Some job for what is it called? Some sorcery. I know what you
This motherfucker was big as a motherfucker. Yo. That's a house.
I won't be.
Hell yeah.
That's
now, if you see that motherfucker now, you wouldn't even believe that was him up in that tree. You wouldn't even believe it. He looked like two totally different people. That nigga, like, yo, he lost all that weight, yo. Like, he lost all that weight. Yo, that motherfucker built like a motherfucker now. Before he was a big fat motherfucker.
You say that? I don't know if I should fight him now. I don't know if I should fight him. Shit.
Yo, he showed him with that punching bag shit. That nigga more trimmed up than that now.
I'm about to hit him with a brick. I'm about to hit him with a brick, bro. Fuck off that. Oh, but I ain't playing. You laughing? I'm dead serious. He climbing trees and shit. Like he doing shit.
I gotta do something to this nigga and shit. Fuck that.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to train for that though. Nah. I'm gonna be booked till November. No. Hey, Killer. I love it. What the fuck is this?
All right, there you go, Myron. It's in there. Wait, let me get this thing here.
How you say this person? Nafa?
Wait, hold on one second. Let me put it up in this messenger thing too. God damn.
Damn, I haven't heard nobody call you God in like years. Hell no.
Yeah, right?
For real, like, that's like oh shit. At least for me. Shit.
No. All right, I put it up in there for you. Oh, he in here now. He said, I got something the same. Why are you trying to come over here? Go back to the pedophile league, nigga. We don't want you here. Not you, Myron. That old swab boss nigga trying to come over here. Swab your monkey ass up.
God, what's up, my brother?
Nigga.
What up?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's up, man? Chilling.
Ain't nothing too much, man. Motherfuckers out here, man, want to protect these goddamn pedophiles, man. That bullshit, man.
Hold on a second.
Hey, I came in late, man. What y'all been talking about, bro?
Oh, this burning these motherfuckers up. Shit. This burning these motherfuckers.
Okay.
Yeah, we talk about shit. Whole bunch the video. You saw the video I dropped this morning?
Yeah, I just shared it. You talking about the one? about the video of polite confessing shit.
Damn. Damn.
That's when you talking about your God.
You hear me?
Can you hear me,
All
bro?
right, y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
You talking about the video the one that you made about the video of polite confessing that he a fucking pedophile.
No.
No, 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 no.
With
That was
Sondet.
Solomon.
Oh, okay. You talking about Solar Mine. So what I gotta go back, man, to your YouTube channel and share those videos, bro.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, my dude is
Hey,
actually a registered
you God,
pedophile.
talk to me, bro. What's up? Who is Solar Mine? I ain't never heard of him.
Isn't that the brother that was like,
That debate league.
yeah, in charge of that shit?
Oh,
Yup.
okay. Hey, bro, what's your name, man? The other brother.
What's up?
What's your name, bro?
Ah, shit. See, look, this, hey, you can call me just B or Israel, either or, but I ain't trying to say my name for real. No
All right.
offense, though.
Oh, Byron,
But
you talked to him before. He incognito right now.
we have.
Oh, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's
Hold on,
it
it.
I'll be
complicated?
back.
My bad.
Yes, man.
That shit. Hey, so what was your name again, bro? Can you hear me, brother man? You good, bro? What is that doing?
can't hold it down until I come back. God damn. Oh no, Myron's still here. What up, Myron? You here talking shit? You hear me? You hearing me, right? You might went on mute or something. Let me read some of these comments. Like word for word, bro. Yep. Okay, did that. It's a tour of nights exposed. They got their drunk stream going now. I got something to say. Okay. I gotta put the link back up in here for y'all asses. Or the link right there, y'all can get it. Big O, what up, Big O? Real motherfucking G's TV. Why is that? Like that dude don't talk about nothing. I got this the link in the chat. You go a little bit up, you see the link. Where these niggas go? All right. Anyway, but we was talking about before Myron. What were we talking about? Might refresh my memory. It was something good we was talking about the old tour nights and stuff, like stuff that was going on. Hate that shit. Niggas, no one coming right back. Niggas make the escape and shit. Let's see if I get Myron back. He said I had something to say. I ain't hear it. Okay, goddamn. All right, send him that message. Let's see if we get back to business. And I told homeboy to hold that thought. Shit, like, yeah, these niggas is weird. I already know who that is too. The other weirdo. But how tour night started. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But the names with the names. First it was the 9 shield nobleman. I actually found a lamb, the golden. Know what Judah wanted me to make? A golden lamb. A matter of fact, that video is still out. I might still have that video where Judah said, yeah, I'm gonna need some artists and stuff to help out. And Judas was talking about, yeah, it'd be cool. We could get our own land and have like a house with brothers, like a mansion with brothers, could this chill and go with the scriptures and all this stuff, right? The normal cult thing. Yeah, we're gonna get some land bullshit, right? This is what he started with, and then started asking for artists, people that do music and shit like that. So basically, he looking for cult members to do shit for him, right? So I'm a graphic designer and shit like that, right? So I made he was saying he wanted a lamb. I hit him up on Facebook, some shit. I still got the chat messages for all this shit. He wanted a gold lamb. Now, the golden calf, right? But he wanted a gold lamb. So I made a gold lamb with a the cowbell, like a cows don't wear them shits no more. But like they have a cowbell. It's like supposed to be around the cow's neck, and you walk and hear our dong 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 dong. Fucking tension. So it got one of those with the shield with the 9 in it. Yo, the shield with the 9 in it. My cousin, the UPS man. Let's see if that's him. That nigga gonna fuck around saying my government and shit on this motherfucker. I know it. So you get off, so you open my mouth like, shut up, nigga. Yeah, that's a so yeah, so from there, it was a 9 shield nobleman. Right? And I was like, yo, you need to make a Facebook group. Yeah, oh boy. So yeah. So I was like, yo, you need to make a Facebook group. So the Facebook group, so we can have brothers and you can teach these lessons, like, right? So we can have a more direct comment. We don't have to wait for you to drop no motherfucking videos and shit. He said, yeah. So I made the group. I got about like 5 people and shit to join. One of the dudes hit me up recently. He was the first member, but he never like followed Torah Nights after that. And this is the reason why, because Judah never showed up. He never showed up to do no lessons. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God. That's the best right there. Remember when he thought Lady Gaga was joining Torah Nights? Oh my God. You remember that shit? You remember that shit? Yeah, Lady Gaga checking me out. He said, that nigga, that battle rapper. What's his name? Something D-Light or some shit. Something Light or something his name is. Daylight or some shit. That weird nigga with the bad tattoos on his face. Oh, somebody up in here now. No hell. Oh, I thought I put him in here. What the motherfucker? Goddamn. All right, there we go. What up, yo? You back? Goddamn, y'all niggas ain't shit. You knew I was calling back.
I had to back out. That shit just got quiet. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nigga, you supposed to keep the shit going, nigga. So I get back. God damn, I had technical difficulties. I had to reset my phone.
I mean, boy, it was quiet. What's dude's name again? You said we talked before. What's his name?
Yeah, Myron. You know Myron. Y'all been out here together before.
I don't know. It's been a minute. I don't know.
I got something to say. And the niggas, I'm waiting for the niggas to say it. He say it. And the shit dropped off. I'm thinking, all right, bet. So at least Myron got something to say. Myron gonna talk. Like, they'll say, I come back, both of y'all niggas gone. Dropped off as soon as I got back. But I don't know, Nick. I don't know who this nigga is.
Oh yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, who the? Oh wait. That's what's his face? He was some real shit. He's an ex-Tour Night.
Yo, you know what, V? Check this shit out. Check this shit out. Crazy this shit is. A lot of these niggas in here, these fake names, know who they is?
I already know who it is.
Huh?
I already know who it is.
Oh, you know who all these people are?
With the fake names, with the Judah Nazareth stars like that? Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Right.
You know who it is? They all niggas that fuck with Judah Nazareth, and they scared to use their real names because Judah gonna make videos on their ass.
Damn.
They want it. Because some of these niggas know too much.
I thought.
You know what I'm saying? Put your real screen name up on this motherfucker. Like, yeah, this is me saying this shit.
I thought it was our old brother from TK Christian.
Yeah. He's always my
dude. Dude's a master at that shit. He making all kinds of profiles that looks like the actual person, but it's not them with some shit.
Nah, but some of these people in here got something to say. Like, know what I'm saying? They got something to say. From what they saying, it sound like from what they saying is that, like, they just quit fucking with him. Like, no saying Judah joined the house, crazy stuff, whatnot, right? Look, so that's what I'm thinking. Like,
you know the TV shows when the victim comes out, they blur their face in the dark screen and shit.
Yeah. Like one of them niggas and shit. Like, fuck that shit, yo. If you ain't fucking with the niggas, you ain't fucking with the niggas. No, you ain't gotta play both sides of the fence. And if you want, you still don't gotta play both sides of the fence. You don't gotta do no sneaky, like, have your real name over there, act like you still cool with them and shit, and try to gather intel in their chest. Nah, fuck all that shit. You don't even need to do that. I 100.
I ain't trying
Man.
to brag, but you know, I ain't never really been a shicey nigga. What up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know my real name, which is what you see. You know, not Bill
Link
Hill.
still
That's
in the
that
chat.
shit.
Hold on for a little bit, Maggie. You see the link. You can come on. But yeah, I was talking about the names. How Judah made me make the golden lamb. You know how they got the golden calf. Judah made me make a golden lamb. This is before Torah nights. This is when it was 9. Oh yeah. I was on the shit where I made the Facebook group. So I said, yo, you make a Facebook group and you can teach brothers like in the chat on Facebook. He said, yeah, do that, right? So I set the shit all up. Of course, your dad is the one that set me. I'm the one that set all the shit up. The organizing, getting people in the group and all that fucking bullshit. Like, no, say that was all me, right? So I'm like,
basically, you and Quanah put Judah in power.
Say that again.
I said, so basically, you and Quanah is the ones that put Judah in power.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he got his teachings from Quanah. He got his status, his name out there like that with the group, like that with Torah Night, because you set it up like that back in those days.
Yeah. So,
well, shit.
But Quanah wasn't in this yet. Quanah wasn't in the picture. Quanah was in the picture, but not in the picture with me. Right? Quanah didn't have no phone, no communications at that time. So I never met Quanah then. Right? So Quanah was some behind the scenes shit that was just exclusive with Judah. Nobody knew who the fuck Quanah was when Quanah came out. That's how Negi came out. You know how we didn't know where the fuck Negi came from?
Yeah, it just random. Like, I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, who the fuck is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I ain't gonna lie.
The group?
We gave Negi a lot of shit.
We gave Negi
a lot of shit.
Starting the asses off of him and shit. But one time I got mad at Negi. That was when I came back and I made the Chris Harris video. Negi got caught on that Kabbalah video. I was voting to kick Negi out on that one. That was the whole time, yo. I was like, Negi, because I hated video editing. And it took me like a whole week to edit that motherfucking video. I'm like, I dropped this video. Negi get caught on fucking shit. And that shit set us right back to square one. And so it was like I didn't even do the video. That shit was weak. Because I shut the shit down when I did the Chris Harris video. I shut everything down. Like Chris Harris' whole shit was over. Like Chris had 20-something motherfuckers in his streams. And I did that video. The only one motherfucker that was still with her was Shamian. But let me get back to this shit, right? So I started the group and I'm like, Judah, I got like 5 motherfuckers for you teach, right? He says, I'm looking at this nigga, I'm like, fuck you mean ain't no motherfucker? Scripture said we gonna be a small sanctuary, motherfucker. Fuck is you talking about? Like, right? So Judah wanted to teach. So now the motherfuckers I done gathered up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit he was talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say you get all these motherfuckers together and shit, and then motherfucker dropped the ball. So that's what happened. So these niggas start yelling at me. Like, they're like, yo, what the fuck? We're just in the Negi. We're Negi some shit. So after that, you know what I'm saying? Jude's still making videos on YouTube. Though. So the group kind of formed together on there. I think Josh might have been like one of the first motherfuckers you could say at Torah Night. Like, besides,
yeah, Josh is like the original OG of TK. You know what I'm
saying? And who else? It's like me and Josh, and I'm trying to think. Like, don't say those motherfuckers that was in the, but like when the chart started, I'm trying to think about that shit. But anyway, the 9 Shield Nobleman, then from 9 Shield Nobleman, Quanah came up with the Abayar or some bullshit, right? I still got the streams like we was talking about and everything. Because I would go to Quana when I would say some shit. I would go to motherfucking Judah. And Judah would say some other motherfucking shit, like basically like saying I fuck Quana. Like, so when Quana started coming around, say yeah,
Nigga said let him
Quana.
in. He in the back.
What? What you said?
Nigga in the
In
back.
the back.
Let him in. My bad.
My bad. I wasn't looking at the thing.
What up,
My
Nick?
bad, Niggy.
No,
What up,
it's
Nate?
fine. I just yeah, the group name originally was Abayariam Tawara.
Oh shit! You blocked him,
That's what
Niggy?
that's what it. I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything with that. It says you did it.
Oh, maybe I did it with my face. I think I did it with my face.
I'll show.
My bad.
I'll show
I have
it
to,
again.
You have to make another screen because I think I blocked it with my face because I had the phone to my head, like I'm talking on the phone and shit.
Oh yeah. That
So
was a mistake. Yeah, but it's funny. I saw some things that went on in Torah Nights, but I missed out on some. So, and I missed out on people talking about me behind my back, of course.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was telling Killer, like, look, we gave Nagy a lot of shit. But you gotta understand, like, back in that time, it was just so random and just bizarre. Like, cause we was like a legitimate like not tour, Israelite, based group. So for a so-called white dude just join automatically, it was like, fuck.
Well, yeah, you have to remember I commented on a lot of Judah's videos, so he got to see that I had a lot of knowledge. So I proved myself in a way before I was ever, visibly a member.
Well, I'm saying, like, you remember, like, well, wait, was Nagy ever in, you was in my fire, weren't you, Nagy?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so basically the first person to put me on was Quadash, Ron. But before then, I was just basically in the background with Ira doing videos on and off with Quanal or watching some of Judas shit, or some other Israelite shit. But before I got into Mafia, I started talking to Ron first. I had to basically be very knowledgeable before going into Mafia. Otherwise, I wasn't in a group like that. So when we saw you come in, we was like, what the fuck? It was just like weird. It was just strange at first. Well, it was just bizarre.
Yeah,
but like
part of that has to do with the fact that Judah got to know me through the comments.
Right now, see if you would have got introduced to the group, we probably would have looked at the outcome a lot different. But it was just like Judah just came out like, "Hey, this white boy rolling with us," and we're like, "What the kind of shit is this?" Like, fucking, it's strange.
But I don't even remember Nagy's comments in the video. It is like Nagy just popped up, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was with it.
The thing
he's straight. You can't oppress.
Well, the thing
that's how I was living out here.
I was commenting on Judah's videos early on. So when I first found his channel, I was basically seeing what his reaction would be. So I don't know why you never saw them, but that's strange. I commented on a bunch.
Yeah, I don't remember them shits at all. I just remember you popping up, and I'm like, "Yo, who the fuck is this?" Like, right. I was with it because we would see some white people out here.
We had Malachi in before Nagy.
I think you might be right on that. I think you're right on that.
Malachi was in the group a little minute before Nagy. That was during the time.
What's funny with Malachi? Yeah, I think you're right. You're right about that because that's when Google Plus was in. We was using the Google Plus, like Facebook. And Malachi came in, and I looked up Malachi on the Google Plus. I was scrolling through his shit, like I was throwing.
Yeah, he had a lot of good shit, bro.
Huh?
He had a lot of good shit on his Google account. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it did. The witchcraft shit up on there, like the 6 and 7 Book of Moses shit up on this shit. So I'm like, he did the same shit he did with Nagy. It shot about the same shit. and ask about why this niggas got all this occult shit like up on their shit. Like that I ain't say nothing because like Malachi wasn't like in like the group chats or no shit like that. Like right. So I'm trying to think. So I'm trying to think who the fuck else. Alon came around. Alon's like a old school dude. Alon and Chief Rabbi David Israel. Because they the ones that started the TKR. And they came before you, B. They came before you, Ira, and all those other dudes. Shalimar.
What about OTT?
So Negi, I keep looking at y'all like y'all was fresh. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all was some of the last members. But y'all was around.
Like the last few that came in. This was like around 2012, to be honest. Late 2012.
No, but y'all was here before Negi.
Right.
Because y'all had a problem with it. I remember that shit. Wow. So like shit. God damn. So
what about OTT though?
Who?
OTT, how long was he in the group before? Like, was he in there? He was in there before, I'm pretty sure, before me and Ira came.
What's the name again?
OTT.
Oh, OTT. Oh, shit, I'm spelled backwards.
No, nigga look like Common.
Yeah. You're right. OTT was around. OTT was one of the OG. But OTT was in the chat. She was in the chat, the Facebook chat. OTT was in. But there was two. There was an OTT and it was an OT, some bullshit. So there's two motherfuckers. One of them is like African or some shit. He never talked. He never showed his face or even spoke.
Damn.
And one time he did, I was like, all right. A lot of this nigga was speaking on the lies.
Oh
line.
Shit!
And one of them, but you could. I was keeping fucking. One of them left with Quina. That was
damn.
And there was
name.
some shit. One had a lion with an icon. One had a lion face. And I think that the OTT nigga, he had like a mountain or some water or some bullshit on his avatar.
I think
but
that's
the one
both
with the
of
lion.
OTT is the one on the line, most deaf. Most deaf.
No, one's the school bus. The other one's a regular Black American. The one that left with Quina. You remember the name of that dude? He left with Quina. He was a school bus driver. He made weird videos now. He like bugged out like Lamont.
I don't
like
exactly,
fucking with the police and
I
like
don't exactly remember.
Talking about all.
I don't exactly remember that, but yeah, it's yeah, I know OTT. I talked to him many times. The one that I know is not that one. Because I don't know who else you're talking about. I'm drawing a massive blank.
The light brown skin brother. He an elder.
You're not talking about who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
The guy that what was his name?
Only the truth or something for the truth. The dude I'm talking about, the school bus driver.
Yeah,
truth.
Only the truth was OTT. That's him.
Did he sound like he has an accent when he talks?
Yes, he had a.
All right, we're talking about the same guy then. We're talking about the same brother.
There were a bunch of people who were just part of the group, sort of. Like they would be in the live chats and stuff.
I think OTT is one of the real ones because he wasn't about debates. You know
yeah. I remember one of those. Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, he bugged the fuck out. He got a different name on YouTube. He bugged the fuck out. He bugged all the way the fuck out. Like that nigga ended up like fucking crazy shit, like probably aliens and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you fucked up. Walk in the truth. Walk for the truth. Some bullshit. Whatever the fuck his name was. But yeah, he owed.
You see a lot of names like that. Yeah.
And that's when, because like when the debate with Rob Rack and Quana, right? And how the beef started. I remember that shit like I remember this shit like it was yesterday. Judah said, well, you got Quana, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. You know how Quana is super like emotional and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he flip out. We used to trigger that motherfucker. I used to do that shit on purpose to him to make him crazy.
Remember y'all was fucking with him. Y'all was fucking with him saying like he like the Mexican Jesus and shit. And that just someone took that picture and put the fucking photo. Yeah, that was some crazy shit. I was like, oh man. Because he wanted to be the messiah of TK, and we wasn't having it at the time. What we thought what we was trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Judah wanted him out the way because Quana was dropping videos like every day. Quana would drop hardcore videos. Like those videos are still up. You can go to Quana channel and see them shit. Like those really doing videos better than Judah. Like he was kind of somewhat explaining like what Judah couldn't explain, right? Because he was the one that taught Judah. But Judah was saying, I taught him. Right? So Judah had to get him out the way because he was doing too much.
They was having that argument about the temple scriptures and something like that because Quana's temple looked similar but a lot different than Judah's. You know what I'm saying? It was had something to do with like that.
What led up to it? Because you said it yourself. You told Judah told him, "Oh, you need to fight your own battles and shit." But he was going like Quana was go. You know how Quana don't stop and shit. Like that motherfucker go to the moon with your ass. Fucking Judah just came out of his mouth in the video. Put him on blast in the video. You say, "Yeah, you know how Judah said, motherfuckers not fighting for the work, fighting for the Torah." Like he did SOJ and shit. When we was going at Chris Harris, they was doing shit. So you talk shit about us. You know, the motherfuckers, they don't believe in the Torah. They don't want to fight for Yahweh. And he said, I don't know what the fuck Quanah's doing. So Quanah typed in the comments like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm not doing nothing. And I'm looking at Judah like, what the fuck is you talking about Quanah ain't doing? He doing more shit than you. When we in these motherfucking comment boards all day battling these motherfuckers, you ain't around, nigga. You come in and say some joke shit.
Wait. If that was the case, back in the day, why the fuck all the Torah Knights jumped me when I went out to Judah? When he was on that drunk shit.
The motherfuckers.
Everybody like, nah, B, man, you fucking up, bro. You doing it wrong. Like, that nigga was drunk as shit. Thank God I wasn't live. This is when Negi resurrected his YouTube channel because it got canceled or something like that. He snapped and lost it. Like, all his videos and work was deleted and gone. And this man threw a big hissy fit, got drunk, and was just wilding out. I'm like, oh my God. And then Negi did something to bring his channel back.
That's when some Israelites were saying that the government watching me, like they was getting banned and shit on Facebook. They say, yeah, the government is watching me. They banning my videos. They taking down my videos. Shit. That was during that time. Because that's when I said, yo, we need our own website. So we can like videos and nobody can take them down. That's when I was making the website. But back to that Quana thing, when he did that, Quana flipped out, right? And it was like only a couple days, maybe a week, when Quana, Judah came out with a video and had the Temple Man in black. You remember the black Temple Man with the purple and gold? He had the gold shield, and on the head of the Temple Man, we had a purple bonnet or a purple band around the head of the Temple Man. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
But it was a black one. It was a black Temple Man. And Quana flips out, said, see, he went to the dark side. He went to the dark side.
Yeah. I'm so glad you brought that up because I was wondering if you were going to talk about that because that made him flip out. He saw colors on the Temple Man and it made him flip out.
Yep. So Texas thing here. So when that happened, he left, and now all of a sudden, Quanah coming out with all this different shit. He's not even teaching. It's not teaching the instant altar right. So they probably was arguing behind scenes with each other, and that's what the back and forth started. Because Judah just came, oh, he's not doing nothing. Because you know how Judah, to get somebody out the way, he'll slander the person to get everybody on his side. He'll slam to get everybody on his side. So when that went down, actually, there's one incident before that I got on Quanah because somebody did something and Quanah said you suspended for like whatever a week or whatever weeks. I'm like, who the fuck is you, motherfucker? You mean suspended? The fuck out, like, you know what I'm saying? But then it was back to normal, like whatever. So when he left, the day after Quanah's video saying Judah went to the dark side and that he does practice witchcraft, he's putting spells in the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's a lot of shit to come out of nowhere with. That's something that been brewing in your head or some inside information that you ain't been telling us. Like, you ain't just gonna come out and just say all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's doing witchcraft in his music, and he doing.
I ain't trying to back him with his like conspiracy and all like that, but you know, with certain tones and frequencies, you can tamper with someone's mind easily.
It is. Because check this out. I found his old MySpace page. One of his friends on the MySpace was in Japan, and that's what they do. That's what he specialized in. So, like I said, you put 1 and 2 together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he friends with and the motherfucker from Japan that was doing the shit. Like, you know what I mean? So when Quanah came out with that, I'm like, yo, Quanah was down with all this shit. But the only reason Quanah talking against it now is because Judah put him out of the loop. Basically took he was taught him and now turned around like he was teaching him. You know what I'm saying? These niggas think they slick. Like, he was the bad shit too. Like, a lot of motherfuckers talk about all the bad shit a motherfucker was doing. I'm like, yo, but you do that shit on top of ain't say shit.
Oh, real quick. Nigga, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
I was seeing like you said something like you blocked something. I was like, damn, well, shit.
Oh shit, I am doing that shit. Oh shit, I am doing that shit. I looked at my phone and I said, yo, my ear doing that shit. My bad, nigga. I unblocked
you.
Damn. What about blocking?
That shit. Cause the volume ain't that loud on this shit. So I got it up to my ears so I can hear it. Oh right. Shit. Fuck, my bad, nigga. You still on this motherfucker. You can still talk. But yeah, I blocked him in the chat by accident. I'm looking at the shit now. As soon as he said that, I looked at my phone. I saw the block thing. My ear hitting that shit.
Oh,
that shit crazy.
So wait, I'm blocked in the chat, or am I not?
Yeah, I blocked you by accident.
So you reversed it, right?
No, I can't. I can't on this motherfucker. I gotta go all through the YouTube shit and all that bullshit to do that shit.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
next.
well,
Watch and see. I'm next. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, just don't forget about it, because then I won't be able to say.
Oh shit!
But yeah. So after that video, somebody inherited a house from his grandparents or something where he live at now, and they got horses. And the horses ran away. And he said somebody stole the horses, and he said the Jews did it. The Jews stole the horses. I'm like, nigga, they ain't no Jews in Mexico trying to out there stealing horses, nigga. So he went out there.
I forgot. Yeah. Wait. So Quanah is Mexican, right?
No, that nigga white. He like white Mexican. Like, you don't remember the shit?
Had a slave though on his land. That nigga had a slave, not a nigga slave, but still a slave. Working.
He had a nigga working in the fields, and he sit up there doing videos with chopping wood and shit in the background. That shit was weird. Because him and his wife, Quanah, both had the black dude and his wife lived with Quanah. He had moved with him. Yup. But
when I was a real cult leader, that nigga had one follower though.
Yeah, he was. He was. But I found a document where Quinai said he documented himself as Italian.
What the fuck? What?
I got all the receipts, niggas. Niggas can't fuck with me, nigga.
Bro, so what is he? Well, you said he's what? He can't be white. I've seen white.
Yo,
that
they white. That nigga white. What, Chuck? I got the video on my shit. You will see.
That nigga gotta be a dirty 1960 hippie white then, because ain't no fucking way. That's not the type of white I'm used to seeing. At least not me.
Bro, that look like country singer. Not Miley Cyrus dad. There's another like a Garth Brooks type motherfucker. Dead ass.
I mean, I don't know, like, cause look, like, I know white people's spirit though. Like, he don't give off that vibe like at all, unless he's acting very well. But he don't seem like a white boy though. That's
he was into death metal. That motherfucker was listening to death metal and everything, motherfucker. That motherfucker white. That nigga's not Mexican. That nigga's not Mexican.
So, that's the tannest white boy I ever seen there.
Yeah, motherfuckers ain't like this. White motherfuckers, if you get tan and shit dark like that. These motherfuckers out here get dark like that in the sun. Oh shit.
Well, I'm gonna jump
shit.
off. I just wanted to jump on and see what's up. But
word up.
I'll just
good
listen.
Hearing from you, Neggy.
Huh?
I said it was good hearing from you.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you too. Cause I just want just make sure to unblock me. That's all I ask. So I'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Take care.
Peace. Oh wow.
So So after that video, the horses got stolen and all that shit, right? That's when that whole incense altar thing started. I got that video where Judah like said, "Oh, the incense water is not in the throat" and all that shit, right? And the reason Quinai said is because they show that.
They show what?
Let me see. All right, I don't even know. Oh, that's P. All right, P, I do it. Send me the info. And where I was going with this shit with Kananda, but
the incense in the throat.
Yeah, the incense in the throat. That shit. If you look at in the Masonic Bible, like Masonic people think the Masonic Bible is some special Bible or some shit. It's to say it's King James Bible. It's just a regular Bible. There's nothing. Just in the beginning of it, it just talks about Masonry. There's no secrets, no types of bullshit up in there. Nothing. There's a regular ass goddamn Bible. But they show like the Temple of Solomon and shit, and they show the incense altar in the middle in front of the steps. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Quinai got, because these motherfuckers be reading that shit, and they think they finding some like deep mystery and shit by reading that shit, but really they just like mystify their own selves and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You niggas is crazy. But and then Judah took hold of everything. A few people left. That Hispanic dude from New York, he was crazy too. He was in all to that reptilian bullshit. He was batshit crazy. Like, he was a nigga collecting the crazy and shit. I forgot his name.
Oh, goddamn.
Had was down that day. He took a couple of people from us though. But my whole thing was, I'm like, yo, y'all can't straighten this shit out. And I'm like, why is all this shit coming out now?
I mean, you gotta remember, I was trying to be the peacekeeper between Judah and Quinai for years.
Like, you can't just come up with this shit in like a day or two. Like, why y'all can't straighten this out? Just like when me and Judah was beefing, I tried to straighten it out. Everybody in Torah Nights tried to straighten it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit crazy. No, I don't know. But Yeah, Tory Nights is crazy, yo. But yeah, that's right, y'all.
We made Tour Nights was only crazy when shit got personal. When things got personal, that's when things got weird. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why the fuck are we doing this? This is dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? We can do a lot of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Then this dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, it was basically it was like a fucking we call it mental counseling for Judah. Every time he gets a breakdown or get into it with somebody, we got to go and like just dive into that dumb shit, throwing our focus off. Kill, if you saying something, I cannot hear you at all. Like it's like your shit on mute. Damn, this nigga phone must have died or some shit. Shalom, brainstorm. That this was this fake the pause funky pass snitch rap. I know who that really is. Christian, you gotta stop playing, bro. You doing too much. This nigga fucking hell nah.
Oh, Neg, you back up in here now? How Neg you unblock yourself?
No, I was talking about some the pause the fall. Isn't this the crazy lady everybody's talking about? Like a move that napkin with her mind?
What? What'd you say?
Or Sonetta's new woman or some shit? Is that her? The fall? That picture of her or some shit in the chat?
Oh.
Not the chat.
Yeah.
That's a crazy shit.
I don't know who
that's a fake profile.
That shit fucked me up. We didn't know who Adassa was.
I mean, like,
but
soap opera shit, like, you know, that's been going on. I mean, besides this whole polite and Solomon shit, that's the only thing that basically kind of got my focus. Is like, why is all this shit coming out now? This pedophilia shit. It's all like there's probably more out there, but we just haven't heard about it yet.
Yo, they all coming out talking about it. Minister Inky like, coming out talking about it.
It's catching my attention because it's like the OJ trial. It's like it's a soap opera.
But it is. I tell you, they want that spot. You know what I'm saying? They want that motherfucking spot. But nobody looking like, yo, why you ain't come out and say that shit long time ago? We don't want to hear no shit that happened 5 years ago, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you talking about how it's severe and motherfuckers need to be in jail and shit like that. Motherfucker, you should have been did something about that. You shouldn't even line up.
a lot of people been saying that about Sinetta, like, bro, like you had this info for years. You even came out and spoke on it yourself when you called Polite Lil Z York. Then you got Mighty
Yep.
Hebrew, that
So
nigga
I'm
over
like,
there.
but it's like, yo, like, why you not? Don't say why would you line yourself with Sonetta? So last year, Minister Inky, Zion Lex coming out. Zion Lex is trying to fight somebody on Sonetta's show before, and he called himself a fucking rabbi or a priest or whatever the fuck. He sounds stupid as fuck. Like, no, I mean, he needs to sit his ass down. Talking about he heard the pa threatening to call the cops on Sonetta and shit for hitting her and all this shit. Say, I told Sasha.
If you ask me, this whole black consciousness shit is just a cover up to have these little weird sex ritual orgies or some shit. I mean, look at all of them, bro. From Ninja Boy to all of them be doing some weird shit.
Yeah. Look at Inky. He almost killed a kid. He almost killed somebody. Fucking with them goddamn fake ass pills. Remember Minister Inky calling himself a doctor, and the minister, he doing all these things on health and all this shit. He walking around with a goddamn lab coat on. He just a regular nigga, but he look like he's about to die from motherfucking goddamn kidney failure or some shit. Eyes yellow as a motherfucker. Yellow as a goddamn banana.
Oh, that nigga got
and
that
he trying
shit,
to looking sick himself. Oh, crispy ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, goddamn. Like, don't be like the motherfuckers that's going out. I'm like, yo, you ain't got no room to be talking. Like, you be next on the chopping block. But what they trying to do is get like, yeah, I helped bring him down. I helped tell people the truth about him and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The hero of the shine, this moment, basically.
They trying to get him out the way and clean his shit up all at the same time. And Judah Nazareth trying to maneuver himself into a spot with Sonetta.
Oh yeah, he ain't slick. I already know what that shit is.
But Sonetta got his ass though. He got his ass. He just waiting on him.
I mean, I ain't trying to defend Judah, but if he foolish enough to do that, he's setting himself up for failure. Because as soon as that shit happens, Sonetta could just flip the script and he basically out of there easily.
But Judah have the already exposure. Now this is one thing I wanted to talk about too. Like a lot of niggas that was in Torrent Nights that dropped the ball when I was first started going at Judah. Right? I said, well, we can breathe. And then they let the nigga breathe. It's just like Solar Minded them. Y'all see, y'all about black people and all this shit. Why y'all got him on y'all platform? Why y'all got him on your platform? You see all the things he's been accused of. Documented. You know what I'm saying? But you got him up on this shit. They ain't gonna say we not putting this motherfucker back up out here. Then the motherfucker back up on me. For views. So
what does that say for the people that still watch his channel and still subscribe to that shit though? You know what I'm saying? If they know all this bad shit is going on with them, they still subscribe to their channel or watch their videos. What does that say? It's like one, they really don't care.
Yeah, I give them niggas 5 minutes. If I watch them, I give them 5 minutes. These videos I be making, that should be all 5 minutes.
But if you watching like it's an everyday like fan thing, like you actually like listening to and like what they got to say, that's kind of like what the fuck, you know? Because listen, I wouldn't watch Sonetta, Polite, Pharaohs, or anybody shit that has some like bogus shit out there about them, like some real shit that's proven. It's like you don't fuck with that. Period. It's a scam. It's a fraud. It's fake. You know what I'm saying?
It's worse. It's worse than the History Channel. You ever see those History Channel shows where they tell you some weird, some crazy ass shit? Like they about to tell you, they about to show you the evidence of all this shit or the secrets of and all that shit. And you watch that whole motherfucking hour show and ain't talking about a goddamn thing. Leave you right in the same spot.
That's a clickbait.
That's what they. you right at the same spot, sign other shit, he does that shit. He got some of the most ridiculous.
I be hating that shit. Motherfuckers be doing like 2-3 hour long videos about a topic they supposed to be going over. But first they be talking about some other shit that has nothing to do with it. Oh god damn. Shit. Kill it, sound your shit cut again. I can't even hear you. Who the hell? Rudy. Rudy who? New Era Kang. Hell no. Yep, dropped again. I knew it.
And shit. Dead and neggy and all types of stuff shit. Oh, New Year King. What up, man? What up? I talked to you for a few minutes. Oh, I didn't know you still up on here. You just popped up.
Your phone be dying or
right
some
on
shit,
here.
killer?
I kicked myself off this shit. I kicked myself off the screen. What up, Rudy? Hit the link. You got to scroll up. Scroll up, you see it, because it make it hard for me to put on this motherfucker on the phone. It's not like on the computer and shit. Oh, I meant to do it. I meant to check you out before I did this screen. I had plans to watch you before I was doing the screen and stuff. And as soon as I hit the live button, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to hit this fucking video. But I'll check it out as soon as I get up off this motherfucker. But you want to come on and link up in here? I'm about to get up off of here. I'm tired of holding this phone. So I guess the argument league mad at me for whatever reason now. I don't know why that whole ass nigga came over here for. Said he that what? Let me see what he wrote in the back there. Like I give a fuck. What did it say? Oh, no, he ain't here no more. Good. I know I read the first one. It was saying something about, oh, you talking about us and I can't respond. No, nigga. I'm blocked over there. So no, I don't care. Talk about it. Make a video about me, nigga. Weird ass niggas. Nah, that's not Alon Nagy. Alon got to hit me up. I don't know where that dude's at. I know he said he was going to bounce off for a little bit. But yeah, B, I'm about to get up off of here. And let's do her
me
king.
too. I gotta get some rest for work and shit.
Yeah, I
gotta holler at you.
But yeah, catch me on the next one, New Era King. I'm gonna go check out your video after this. All right. So thanks for coming on, B. Thanks, Nagy, for coming on. Myron for coming on. Who else is up? I think somebody else came on. I forgot who though.
Myron or some shit. Whoever the name.
Yeah, Myron came on. Yeah. All the people in the chat. The pop is all cap. The pop. Snap chain out, whatever it's called. Jennifer. Drop the Hammers, Myron, Rio Reckless, Sister P, Brainstorm. There you go. Drew Natter Official, Nagy Springfield, Rudy, New Era King. Who else? All right, anybody I forgot, my bad. I'd like to thank all my subscribers, all my supporters. If you'd like to support, you can hit me up with a donation on Cash App, $ Coltbuster. You can leave a message on there, what you would like me to call yourself or plug your channel, and I do it every show that I do. So with that, I'd like to thank my supporters, Brainstorm Homeschool Academy, Nagy Springfield, Sister P, Myron Edwards, Siberia's Sleep Serpent, and Josh. And shit, that's about it. With that, I'm getting the hell on out of this motherfucker. Hit that like button and share and subscribe. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace out. So, wow.